It's 5 past 1. It's Friday afternoon. It's time for Cooking with Kim with a special guest, Andrew.
Hello. I have a guest cook with me. I have Chef Andrew. And Chef Andrew, who's a bit of a giggle pot, is going to do the cooking and I'm going to do the talking. And between us, we're going to make a lovely pineapple caramel upside down cake, or you can use apples instead of the pineapple. Is anyone using apples at all? Right, I shall take it that you're all using pineapple then. Where's our pineapple? Yeah, we've got our pineapple ready. Okay, Andrew's done that. So the first thing we do is turn the oven on. It is 180 degrees Celsius, 350 degrees Fahrenheit, or gas mark 4. So we want 180, Andrew. That's the one. Turn it round. Is it going round? Yeah, 180. 180. Now, hopefully, you've managed to find something like this. This is exactly a 9-inch round. Okay, it's got a little bit of depth. It's solid, got a solid bottom. They've asked for a solid bottom. So the best as you can if you've got a tin like this. Now, Andrew is going to grease the tin. So we've got some greaseproof paper. He's going to dip it in the margarine. That's it. There we are. Yep, that's it. Show the camera. Lovely. I'll move that for a minute.
That's how you do, Rafiq.
Yeah, nice blob on there. And be quite generous with your greasing of the tin. You'll probably get a bit messy when you do it. So after it's done, put the tin aside for a minute and just give your hands a wash. You might need a bit more. No, that's lovely. Make sure you go right to the top of the tin because the cake's going to rise. So if you go to the top of the tin, it stops it kind of sticking at the top because we'll be turning the cake out and the upside down cake will have the pineapple will be on the top. That's why it's upside down. Right, are you happy with that, Andrew?
Yeah.
Lovely. Perhaps a bit more in the middle, right in that middle bit. That's it, great. Right, perfect. I shall show them. So Andrew's looks like that. Well greased. We don't need any paper. We just put it aside for a minute.
Andrew.
What's that, Carl?
Possibly want to speak to Andy.
You want to speak to Andy? He's just washing his hands a minute.
Yeah.
Head.
Yeah, we've got Ruth and Cole there. He's just washing his hands.
It's got from you
Good.
Oh, just say hello and then go bugger off. Leave me to it. Have some clothes in a minute if you want.
Yeah.
How are you do to have so much?
No, it's just thanks. Let's do it in 2 minutes.
Right, there we go. Andrew is back on the screen.
Hi.
Yeah. Please want to
Hey,
say.
okay. Hey, Ruth.
That's it, Ruth Walker and
Yeah. No offense.
Yeah.
Yeah, Andrew.
Yeah.
Right, let's the kitchen.
Get out the kitchen, he said. Was that a nice surprise seeing Andrew here?
Well, Ruth knows him from school, so.
Oh, how lovely. Brilliant. Right, I'm going to put myself back on the big screen and we will go on to the next step. There we are. We can see ourselves bigger now. Right,
Yeah.
now what we need is a saucepan that Andrew is showing you here. And if it's a non-stick one, you're going to want a wooden spoon. That's it. We're going to get the scales.
Yeah, go here.
Scales are here. And we're going to be making the toffee apple topping. When we've made this, we're going to be pouring it into our tin and then wiggle it about like that so it lines the bottom of the tin. We don't want it around the sides, just around the bottom. Okay, so first of all, have we got this lined up? That's it, dead on the line. Yeah, you can see it where you are. Is that the red underneath the black? Yes. Yep, you're a different angle to me. Okay, we want 2 ounces of, I've got unsalted butter, but butter, if you haven't got unsalted, just use butter. It doesn't matter if it's straight from the fridge because we're going to be melting it. Right, I'm gonna 2 ounces is kind of about that. Let's, how are we doing? It's 2 of the top lines. Was it dead on? Hang on, right, no, I'm gonna move it a little bit there. We're just getting our scales lined up. Oh, look, 2 little bits. So pop that butter into the frying saucer. So 2 ounces of butter is going into the saucepan. And then we want 3.5 ounces of caster sugar. So do you want to pour it? And I'll tell you when to stop. Keep going. Keep going. Stop. That's it. Just before it gets to the bigger mark. That also goes in with your butter.
That's sugar. That's sugar.
And then we're going to be doing the water, which is 1 tablespoon. So remember, 1 tablespoon is 2 dessert spoons. You do it, you might need to tilt it. Okay. So you get a full spoon. Yeah? Yeah. Okay. So just tilt it a little bit. Full spoon, that's it, because otherwise our measurements be out. 2 of those. Make sure the spoon, I'll do a little bit more because that wasn't quite full. Right, that's lovely. Now we're going to put that on the heat, on the hob. That's it. You keep an eye on it. All mixing. Yeah. Now, what happens now is we've put the butter, sugar, and water into the saucepan, and we're going to heat it gently until it's melted, and then we're going to bring it to the boil, reduce the heat, and cook it, stirring it all the time until it turns a deep golden caramel colour. So it's really what you would dip toffee apples in when you make like the toffee of a toffee apple. So when it reaches that deep golden caramel colour, pour it quickly into your tin. So I'm going to have my tin ready. So the minute we've got that nice golden colour, it's going to go straight in, and then I'm going to wobble the tin. Oh, have I gone? Sorry about that. Did I disappear?
You froze, so I turned your camera off and turned it back on again.
Yeah.
You're on a black screen, Kim.
I don't want to mute you.
If I do disappear, because I get so concentrating on this recipe. I'm still black, aren't I? Let me do do that and do that. There we are.
There we go. Apologies, I came and pressed the wrong button.
Right,
There we
we're
go.
back again.
You're back.
So at the moment, I hope you still heard me, but at the moment we are gently heating the 2 ounces of butter with the 3.5 ounces of caster sugar and a tablespoon of water. And we are melting that in a saucepan. When it comes to the boil, reduce the heat on the lowest and cook it, stirring until it's a deep golden caramel colour, like a toffee apple colour. Keep stirring and get it off the heat straight away at that point, because we don't want to burn it. Okay, it's quite easy to go from caramel to burnt toffee. So just keep an eye on it. I'll show you ours as it progresses. How are we doing? We're melted. Yeah. So we need it to boil now.
Okay.
Yeah. Andrew is doing the stirring. At the moment, ours is a buttery colour. I think we're getting near to boiling.
Yeah.
And then the next bit is the bit I'm looking forward to, which is when we decorate the tin with our pineapple pieces. Right, I'm now boiling, so I'm going to turn the heat down. We've still got to keep it going. Okay, do you want to stir?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's keep it stirring because this is crucial now. So ours is bubbling, but it's on the lowest heat on the cooker.
Yeah.
That's it. Enjoy that. And this is what this toffee topping, that is what gives the upside down pineapple cake a really nice moist toffee tasting top. Hopefully. Keep it right over the heat. Yeah. That's it. How are we doing? Not gone brown yet. I haven't got any instructions as to how long this takes to do, so just bear with it because it's important, this bit. Keep it over the heat, and you can wander off the heat and then it's not getting the heat coming through. Yeah, yeah, it's a little changed in colour. It might just suddenly go brown, so keep your eye on it. Want me to stir for a bit?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can do a little dance or something in front of the camera. Right, yes, mine is definitely reducing and thickening. That's it. I was thinking sometime, I don't know if anybody's interested, but maybe we could one week make some sweets And it could be fudge. It could be coconut candy. Peppermint mint is in your book, isn't it? Peppermint, peppermint and chocolate mint. I do know for the fudge you need a sugar thermometer. So it might be something you haven't got a sugar thermometer. I have got a sugar thermometer, and I've probably used it twice in 40 years. Once you've got one, you've got it for life. Because you need to bring the what we're doing here, you need to bring it to a certain temperature. So you need the thermometer in the liquid, and that's how you get the fudge to set. It's gone very thick, but it's not brown yet. Anybody's going brown yet? Come on, you can do it. We can do it. Oh, it's smelling nice. It's actually smelling quite fudgy. Oh, yeah. Remember, this, what we're cooking here is very, 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 very hot. Right, I'm just looking. If you can stir again, Andrew, just keep it moving. The next thing we need to do after that is sift the flour and the baking powder into a large bowl. So if there's two of you there, one of you could be getting a large bowl ready and a sieve. Well, we're just waiting for this to go brown. And we're going to be weighing 6 ounces of plain flour. That's it. Right, have we gone very thick now? We have, haven't we? Yeah. Right, I'm going to take that off because mine doesn't seem to be going brown. It seems to be getting quite thick. So I'm taking it off the heat. And I'm putting it in the bottom of my tin. Oh, we do have a laugh, don't we, eh? Yeah. There. Now we need to get the smooth all over the bottom, Andrew. Right, I don't know if you're going to be able to do it like that. We might need to do it with a... Yeah. Oh my God, it's gone really weird. Do the best you can, folk. I don't know. Well, it's not gone like the recipe said it would go. We were all nice and liquidy, and now we've gone all yow. We've gone quite fudgy, but we haven't gone golden. Yeah, so there we go. Anyway, what we're going to do now to get the flour for a bit.
Kim,
Hello.
you're frozen again.
All right, thank you. I have to keep my eye on this, you see. Right, am I back? Yeah, okay, yeah, I wouldn't even touch it because it's kind of really gone quite weird. Sorry about that. Now, if yours has gone as weird as mine, I've got like a weird lumpy thing. We're going to put our pineapple in a nice pattern around the bottom. So do you want to do that? Yeah, you show people what we're doing. Yeah. like that. Andrew's lifting it sideways. Like that. Whoop. That's lovely. We're making a nice pattern. And then, if you lay it down now, because I need it flat now, we're going to also put, see that bit I've done it sideways? We're going to just make the tin look quite pretty, because when we knock it out, hopefully these will all show. So as you can tell, Kim hasn't made one of these before. I'm going to put a bit of that just for a bit of juice. Why not? Okay, that's it. Andrew's going to show you what it looks like. That's it. So we've got quite a nice pattern there on top of our fudgy mixture. That's it. Now we're going to put the cherries in the middle of the pineapples. Yep. Don't worry if you haven't got cherries. Yeah. Okay. That's it. So Andrew's putting the cherries in the hole of the pineapple. That's it. Put it in that one there, in here, in there, in there. Put one in there. And that's it. That'll be, yeah, they all got a cherry. Put it right in so it's kind of in the hole. So this is going to be the pattern that is on the top of our upside down cake. One of my cherries has just gone for a wander, but that's okay. You can just, it's just because I tilted it. Right, if you pop the lid back on. Now we're going to put that aside for a minute and make the sponge. So if you've got your big bowl ready and your sieve and the scales, and we want 6 ounces of plain flour. That's lovely. What I sometimes do, if it's quite sticky, I have a cloth, a nice damp cloth next to me, so it just saves, because it is sticky stuff. Now, if you pour that into the sieve, yeah, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. And then you're going to be sieving that into the bowl. When we sieve, it introduces air. So all of the flour is going to go in. We also are going to put in the baking powder, which is 1 tablespoon. This is very nice having someone doing the cooking bit with me. So once again, if you haven't got a tablespoon, 2 dessert spoons. One more. Oh, one more, sorry. One more. And then that's how it looks like. Yeah, that's what it looks like. There we go, lovely. And we'll put the flour out the way because we don't need the flour. And the next thing we do is we measure 6 ounces of unsalted butter, or just ordinary butter, or whatever type of margarine. And that's going to go straight in our big bowl. So I weighed that out earlier. So we've just weighed our 6 ounces of butter. Yeah, hopefully it's soft. Soft is always good. And we are going to do our caster sugar next. So we're going to do, I think we're going to put it all straight in that bowl, Andrew. Yeah. It's a 1 mix method. So how much caster sugar? 6 ounces of caster sugar. So it's kind of 6, 6, 6. 4, 5, 6. And if you want to pour that in there, that's how you do it, all in that one bowl. And then beautiful, really beautiful. Who is it who says that? Beautiful, really beautiful. And we need a teaspoon of vanilla essence. So there's our vanilla, there's our teaspoon. Give it a shake first. That's it. Lovely, that's enough. A nice, good teaspoon of vanilla. There we are. Remember to put your lid back on. It's all right, Andrew. Andrew works very cleanly and I work quite messily. So in this bowl, we should have the flour, the baking powder, the butter, the sugar, and 3 eggs. So we've got 3 eggs. We've put them in a jug and we've beaten them because, again, beating them puts air into our sponge. So it's nice. That's it. It's hard to beat, isn't it? Yeah. Let me, like that. Oh, that's it. Nice bit of beating. And then that's going to go into the mixture with the flour, baking powder, butter, sugar, and vanilla. Wonderful. Now we are going to mix ours up in the Kenwood Chef. So I'm going to turn the camera around where we have the mixer set up. That's it. You bring the bowl. We should have a yeah. I'll pop it in there like that. Turn it on. Have you used one of these before? Yeah. That's it. Good. Put that in. Right, now if we just stand back and show everyone, that's it, just that's it. Show everyone the screen. So. Right, I have next to me a tea towel because what I don't want is to turn it on and all my mixture go up in the air. So I'm going to lower the mixture. I'm going to have this nearby. You do have to be careful doing this because we don't want it to eat the tea towel up and end up with a tea towel inside the bowl. So I'm being very careful and I'm just draping it. See, it's nowhere near the mixer, but it might just stop giving me like a little tent and it might just stop the flour. So I'm going to turn it on a little bit. Till that flour is mixed up. And then I can get rid of that because I haven't got flour going everywhere. Right, I'm just going to get a spatula to bring the butter down. Stick in, so we want to push all that butter down. So it goes back in the mixture again. Even in a hot day, my butter's not going soft. That's lovely. So we're going to put it back down again, turn it on again. I'm going to lift it up again and just bring all this mixture down because we want a nice smooth mixture. We don't want lumps. And I'm going to give it another spin. Do you want to turn it on? A little bit more. Yeah, that looks really good to me.
It does.
So scrape as much, if you're using an electric mixer, scrape as much off as you can. And then just put the mixers to the side. That's it, just twist it.
You put your lemon rind in.
Can't hear you.
That's what we like.
Did you hear him? Yeah,
Right.
that's what it looks.
Your lemon rind in.
That's what it looks like. I'm just turning it round again.
Oh, it's quite lovely.
We're coming back round.
Carl's asking about lemon rind.
Yes, we're going to do the lemon rind now. Sorry, I'm really not getting good reception. I have a lemon. All we're going to do is stir the lemon rind into it. We don't need to mix it mad. So we're going to grate the lemon rind. Thank you for reminding me, Carl, because I've got it ready, but I might have forgotten it. Be careful of your fingers when you're doing this. This gives it just that nice lemony twang.
I'm just going to see that in.
So grate it as best as you can. I've got quite an old lemon here, so but I'm still getting rind off it. Oops, I'm covering Andrew in rind. He'll be going home all lemony.
Mm.
Can you smell it?
Yeah, nice. Does smell nice, this does.
Yeah,
Does the cake up. Well,
good. So as best as you can, as much of the lemon rind as you can possibly get in there.
I guess you can almost say it in the words of Tasmania from Space Jam, lemony fresh.
oh, yeah.
Right,
Kim's frozen for me. Is she frozen for anyone else?
Yes,
right.
for
I'm
me as
gonna
well.
unfreeze me again. There we are. People are just letting me know when I freeze. I don't get such good reception. Actually, I don't get good reception anywhere anymore, but especially in the kitchen.
Mm.
Right, I'm quite happy with that now. So if you just show them, Andrew,
Okay.
it looks
Yeah.
quite speckly now. And Andrew's just going to stir that lemon into the mixture. So just really a nice, just stir it in.
Mm.
Yep, stir it in lovely. That's it, stir it until you can't see it. Try and scrape that bit off the side of the bowl so everything's got the lemon. Then we're going to bring our tin full of wonderful pineapple and fudgy goodness. Right, I'll pour it in and then you can do the top bit, okay? So that's it. Because we've got to get as much. So just drop your sponge all over the top of your pineapple, keeping as best as you can those pineapples gently, because we don't want to knock the pineapples down. If you've done any round the side, we want to keep them on the side. I'm going to just knead that for a minute, Andrew, just to, yeah, I need that to get as much out of here as possible, because you can have quite a lot that's still sitting in the bowl. So scrape it out, scrape it on the side, and then drop it in. And again, down the bottom. Just, it's always good to spend a little bit of time doing this properly. There we are. because although it's nice to lick the bowl,
That's the answer, Andy.
right, we've pretty much got everything out of there. So,
I wasn't sure if you were going to play the bum 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 bum.
No, not that one.
You know, Beethoven's Fifth,
Mm.
the most
No.
famous one.
I think it was Beethoven anyway. That's how it goes.
I bet you were dancing along to it, Steve.
Yeah.
you've got to be quite gentle putting your mixture over the top of the pineapple. And try and get yourself a nice smooth top. When the sponge rises, it will cover the pineapples if you've done any at the side. Try and get yourself a nice level top, because then your cake will come out level.
Mm.
That's it. So I'll let you watch Andrew, what he's doing.
Yeah.
What we don't want is a peak in the middle. We want it plain right across. Yeah. That's it. Right, I'm just gonna, that's it. We've got a little cheeky, just putting a bit down there to level it. Scrape as much as you can off your spoon. Scrape it. Put it on the side, then put your knife down the side of it and just plop it in. And I think that's about the best we can get. There. So ours looks like that. Yeah. So we're going to pop it in the oven for 40 to 50 minutes. And yeah, hopefully we're all going in about the same time. And then a bit later we can check how it's coming on. But what you want is we want to bake it in the heated oven for 40 to 50 minutes or until it's risen and it's golden brown. Now, remember, you can do the touch test where you touch the middle of the sponge, and if it springs up, it's cooked. Or you can also use a skewer, use something nice and thin, and just put that right into the middle and see if it comes out clean. So if it's just greasy, that's fine. But if it's still got sticky mixture on it, it's not ready. So watch for it to be golden brown, do the touch test, and then if you need to, do your skewer test. Okay, so handing back over to you, Steve.
Myself, unmute myself. Excellent. Well, I could see most of that. I didn't hear a lot of it.